up, guys? It's your boy Slasher Junkie back for another video, and this one is going to be just a crazy haul video. I'm probably gonna have to break this up into two parts because there is so much stuff that one, I don't think my phone has the memory to save a video that's going to be this long, because if I just did one straight through, it would probably be like an hour. So I'll probably break this up into two portions. I'll probably do like a DVD portion and then a Blu-ray 4K portion, as well as like some toys that I picked up as well, or collectibles. So I'm gonna get started into this like pretty quickly. I think this part that you're watching here will probably be the DVD portion. I may do DVDs and collectibles, so you can kind of see what I've grabbed. And yeah, the second part will be Blu-rays. So there's about like 80 titles, 75 to 80 titles. So yeah, like I said, if I just straight did these, it'd be like an hour long. So already a minute and something in the video and haven't even shown anything off. So I'll just go through the DVDs. Just about every single one of these I have watched recently, or watched since I grabbed them. So that I can at least have something to say about it. So up first we have Anacondas: The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. This is Anacondas Part 2. I know somebody's releasing like a big Anacondas box set. I think it's in German release, but I'm not region free, so I have to stick with kind of region A releases. I mean, I think at one point in time I made a region free. But yeah, so Anacondas, it's, you know, just cheese. Then we have the Black Christmas remake, which they're doing another Black Christmas remake this year. Blumhouse is. I didn't hate this one. I don't think it's great or anything. It does have a Blu-ray that's like massively out of print. So I grabbed this one for like I think $1 at the flea market, $1.50, something like that. Yeah, I don't hate this film, but I don't love it either. Grabbed Ginger Snaps Back, which I believe is part 2, maybe 3. Is 2 or 3? Part 3. This is part 3, because there's Ginger Snaps and then Ginger Snaps 2. And I think this is like the prequel, something, yeah, the beginning. So, yeah, looking forward to... I did not watch this one. It does have Catherine Isabel, but I think they used... I don't remember if Emily Perkins was the girl in the other one. This one doesn't have a Blu-ray release either. Up next, I picked up Julia's Eyes. I have seen this one. This one's still sealed, but I have seen this movie. It is... Oh, it's Spanish, maybe? I believe. I know it's subtitled. It's a Guillermo del Toro production. I don't know if he directed it. I know he produced it. He did not direct it. But yeah, it's a Spanish film. Highly recommend this one. I wish it would get a Blu-ray. I think it's awesome. I'm really looking forward to rewatching it again. It's been like probably a year or two since I did watch it. But yeah, Julia's Eyes. Highly recommend. At the Woods. What, 2000, early 2000 film? I think it was 2000. Rewatched this one because it had probably been at least 10, 15 years since I've seen it. I don't remember loving it beforehand, and I still didn't really love it now. You know, it's kind of like falls in that craft type. You know, this was made for more like teenage girls type. Up next we have Night Creature. This is kind of a killer Black Panther with Donald Pleasance, like mid-70s, early 70s maybe film. I'm not sure exactly when this was. I know it was in the 70s though. This transfer is garbage, I will say that. I don't even know if there's a good copy of this, but yeah, Trinity did not. This is like a VHS rip. It's kind of difficult to watch and sometimes. But yeah, I mean, if you can find it cheap, it was okay. You got Arachnid, directed by Jack Shoulder, who also did Alone in the Dark and Nightmare on Elm Street 2. This one's, it's okay. It's fun. It stars, I thought there was somebody in here I knew. It wasn't. Maybe it's the other one I'm thinking about. Yeah, I think it's the other one. Yeah, I believe this is the one directed by Jack Shoulder. It's a fun little, like, spider film, I would say. I mean, it's not a great watch. Now, the Willies absolutely love this one. It's not really like a horror anthology. I mean, it does have like a couple of different stories. Sean Astin in it. Also has James Karen from Mulholland Drive, and of course Return of the Living Dead. Um, I love this one. I love the Willies. Always have been a fan of this one from early. This had to be like early '90s, I believe. Yeah, I wish this one would get a Blu-ray because yeah, definitely needs some more love. Dark Country. I wouldn't classify this as a horror, more like thriller. It's filmed very noir like, kind of like Sin City, one of those type films. I really wasn't a fan of this one. It says it's a psychological thriller. It's got Ron Perlman in it, a couple other people, Thomas Jane. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that one though. Silent Retreat. This one it had the promise to be a really good film, but to me it kind of fell flat. Um, it has to be it's a pretty recent film, 2014. I believe it's Canadian film. Um, I mean, it was kind of a one-time watch thing. It's not something, like I said, the premise of the film could have been a lot better. Like it could have turned into something a lot better, but yeah, it fell flat for me. Picked this up from Code Red. I mainly got this for End of the Damned and Night of Fear. I actually got it for End of the Damned, which is I think like an old Western horror from early '70s, '73. I have not watched Night of Fear. I know it's a really short film, 53 minutes. But yeah, End of the Damned kind of fell flat for me as well. I got sold on the cover art though. Gets me every time. This one is for the Viz. Picked up Bones. I hadn't seen this in forever. We were talking about it one time, and how we wished it would get a Blu-ray, and I hadn't seen it in probably quite a few years. So I found this for pretty cheap, a couple bucks. So I had to grab Bones. It's nothing great, but it's a fun film. It's still an enjoyable watch for me. Picked up Lake Dead. This one wasn't bad. I'm always a fan of these 8 films to die for, though. Majority of these I actually end up enjoying, and there may actually be another one or two in this haul. I'm not sure. But yeah, I didn't hate it. I didn't absolutely love it, but for me, it was a fun, like summer film. Most of those are kind of lower budget type ones. Next up, Fire in the Sky. This movie absolutely scared the bejesus out of me when I was a young kid. I remember my parents watching this one night. I was probably like 7 or 8. Walked in during the whole alien abduction portion, and then hearing its true story. This movie just freaked me out as a kid. Another one that definitely needs a Blu-ray release. Would love to see this one. I could see Kino or somebody like that doing this one, or this is a Paramount film. Yeah. So yeah, Fire in the Sky, awesome movie. Picked up Race with the Devil. This has a 2-pack Blu-ray put out by Mill Creek or somebody, and I heard the transfer's not great on it. So I got this DVD pretty cheap. Really awesome film about a group of friends that are kind of going out for a vacation, and they end up while camping one night, see a satanic ritual going on, and see a girl get killed. And then from then on, the entire townspeople are hunting them down, trying to kill them. So yeah, they're running away from the law, pretty much everybody. But yeah, Peter Fonda, Warren Oates, awesome film. Highly recommend Race with the Devil. Next up, Creatures from the Abyss. This one has another name. I don't remember what it is though. But just absolutely crazy film. If you're into like creature features with great effects, just overall total cheesiness, I definitely recommend Creatures from the Abyss. Picked up Night Feeders, another lower budget. Actually, this was filmed in North Carolina, I believe. A low budget creature feature. I didn't think it was that bad. It's not great and you're gonna get these lower budget ones. But I thought the practical effects were pretty good. The acting is hilarious and cheesy. So yeah. Night Feeders. Picked this up from Code Red as well. Curse of the Blue Lights. Another one I'd like to see them do a Blu-ray release of. I know they do. Their DVDs, they do a lot of Blu-ray afterwards. Look at the creatures in this. It's a fun film. I had fun with it. It's not great, but it was a fun watch for me. Up next, Cold Prey. This, I believe, is a Norwegian slasher. So it's subtitled, everything. Great kills in this. Great practical effects. Would love to see this one get a Blu-ray or sometime a better. I believe there's like 3 of these, so like a box set would be amazing. Yeah, very underrated in my opinion. And then picked up Turistas. I had fun with this one. To me, this one's kind of like a Hostel, but set in like a beach type setting, I guess you would say. It says a better and scarier film than Hostel. I wouldn't go that far. But yeah, I had fun with this one. It has Josh, who is it? Josh Duhamel. He's in it, and he does a decent job. Next, I picked up the Canal. Highly recommend this one. It's a good psychological, I guess, thriller is what this would be classified. I believe you can watch this one on Shudder. I believe doesn't have a Blu-ray release. But yeah, I believe you can watch this on Shudder. It's a cool, psychological ghost story type. Yeah, The Canal. Highly recommend that one. Picked up Grabbers. This one's a lot of fun. Just the whole premise of this. You got a creature that pretty much will eat you if you're sober, but not if you're drunk. So the whole premise of the movie, these people are trying to stay drunk just so that they don't get eaten or attacked by this creature. Yeah, this one is a fun, popcorn type film. Have some beers, sit around and watch. Up next, The Devil's Rock. Highly recommend this one. I'm actually going to end up selling this one because I picked up the Blu-ray. I didn't know that it had a Blu-ray, but it does have a Canadian Blu-ray release that's region free. I had a blast with this one. It's a World War One, I believe. Yeah, right before D-Day. Pretty much these 2 Americans go in to pretty much spy and end up, just shit hits the fan, and they end up incorporating it or finding a demon, and you can imagine where things go from there. Yeah, highly recommend The Devil's Rock. A lot of fun. Another one I highly recommend is Alice Kills. This is from pretty recent. I want to say 2010 maybe. I don't remember. I believe this one. Yeah, it's been in the last 2011. Awesome. If you're a fan of like, May, those type of movies, what is it, the Loved Ones? Alice Kills or American Mary with a strong female lead. I highly recommend Alice Kills, and you can find that one for pretty cheap. Pick this one up. Another horrible transfer. This one is. Who was this even released by? It was actually released by Lionsgate. And that's Midnight. This is like a 70s, 82 slasher. I had never really heard of it. It's kind of a backwoods type slasher. It's not awful. It was an okay watch. But for an 80s slasher, I would say pick it up if you can find it for a decent price. Up next we have Cube. Everybody knows about Cube. This was the awesome movie before Saw came along. This was pretty much where Saw got a lot of its ideas from. It didn't hold up as well as as I remember it, but I still enjoyed the rewatch. All right, up next we have a 3-pack. This is the Maneater series. These are kind of like sci-fi type films. We got Blood Monkey, Maneater, and The Spider's Web. Blood Monkey to me was garbage. Maneater I had fun with. It's got Gary Busey in it. Pretty much an escaped killer tiger. And in The Spider's Web I enjoyed as well. It had Lance Henriksen in it, I do believe. He's in that one. So yeah, those two I would say are definitely worth picking up the 3-pack. I believe you can pick these up individually by the Space Saver, and it was $2, so why not? All right, up next we have Prophecy, another one I really wish would get a Blu-ray. Pretty much about a mutated bear that's mauling and killing people. Um, I love this one. From I want to say this one's from early '80s, '79. It's got Talia Shire from like Rocky and whatnot in it. Yeah, highly recommend Prophecy. Wish it would get better treatment. This is another one I'll probably upgrade because I do know that Code Red, or not Code Red, Scorpion released this on Blu-ray now, and this is The Being, another killer creature type film with Martin Landau. Um, Same guy that directed Blood Diner, Jackie Kong. I had a lot of fun with this one. I will definitely be upgrading this one to the Blu-ray as well. And last but not least for the DVDs, we're 15 minutes in. I don't went that bad. Is Hellbent. I grabbed this one from the flea market, which was surprising because this one is actually out of print and pretty difficult to find. This is one of the only gay slashers that I know of. And I thought it was pretty good. The kills in this are great. Practical effects are spot on. I think this was from early, if I had to guess, it'd be late 90s, early 2000s, 2004 or 5 time frame. Yeah, for a slasher, really good. Highly recommend Hellbent if you have a chance of picking it up. Alright guys, and minus that, I will go through, I'll do my collectibles as well. So I've only picked up 2 things. One of these being the newest NECA Ultimate, and that is the Freddy vs. Jason, which this is actually probably one of my favorites that have been done. Like I said, I'm an in-box collector, so all of mine, none of them come out of box. But it's got like the flames that actually sit on the machete, like I believe you can see somewhere. Yeah, right there, which is pretty cool. Box art on this is amazing. I'm trying to get the glare out for you guys. Comes with three different masks, the teddy bear, 2 different machetes, a bloody one and a regular, and then the fire. Yeah, so you can kind of see everything in that picture there. So yeah, NECA definitely killed it again. I hate that they're kind of losing the Friday 13th license. I believe the last one is going to be the Roy to come out, and then they're kind of done after that. So sad to see. All right, and the last thing I picked up, I got this from, I'm going to feel bad for now. I'll post it down below. But it's Nightmare Collectibles, Nightmare Reality, I believe. And that is my very own Rat Ghoulie. Look at this thing. Well, I don't know. He's a little proud of what he has below. But this is latex, awesome. I mean, what Shane does with these is absolutely incredible. It's got, patches of hair all over it. Absolutely menacing looking, ugly as hell. But yeah, awesome add to the collection. Ghoulies 2 is probably, I love Ghoulies 2. I'm not a huge fan of the first one, but yeah, the second one is absolutely incredible. So yeah, glad to add this one. Put him on the shelf and add him to the collection of crazy things that I have. So guys, that's it for the part 1 of this haul. So that is the kind of the DVDs and collectibles that I've gotten. And stay tuned for part 2, which will be the Blu-rays. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!